Hi everyone, welcome to Leisure Life Live. I'm Veronica.
And I'm Tana.
And we are here to talk about gift ideas. It's that time of year. We're in November. We like to call it Craftvember here at Leisure Arts.
Yes, we do.
This is the month when if you're going to homemade gifts, this is the month to do it. So we have so many gift ideas for you, and we are going to do custom giveaway today. So we're going to talk about a lot of different books, a lot of different things that you can make for babies, for kids, and for teenagers. And so you pick your 3 favorite books that we talk about and put them down in the comments, and we will choose someone and give you your custom giveaway. So of all the books that we talk about today, write down your 3 favorites in the comments, and that will be your giveaway. So we're just going to go ahead and get started.
Make notes as you go.
So first we're going to start with our littlest ones here.
The littlest ones.
Babies are so fun to give gifts for. I mean, come on. So
well, they love paper and boxes.
Well, they do.
So when you give them something that's so cute, so many colors, so soft, that's even more special.
That's true. So we all remember from our childhood those little stackable plastic ring toys, but these are soft and these are colorful, and they come in lots of, you can design them. We have 5 different designs here, but yeah, so Tana has
Aren't they cute?
The bee here.
Right.
And so you can do, you know, this one is done with 2 different colors. You have the mustardy color as the base and the brighter lemon yellow going on.
And varying sizes of the rings, so they learn how to stack them by size.
Well, and the fun thing is...
And they can count them.
Yep. Oh, that's the great thing about these is, like, I like this one. It's just really simple, but then you can teach your colors. You've got, you know, all your colors of the rainbow. You can do different, line them up in different ways. So you really have it's a functional toy. It's a toy that we all had, right? There's a reason those toys have lasted for 100 years because, you know, they just really build that gross motor skills that all babies, you know, will kind of progress through their play learning.
Definitely.
But what makes them special is that you have all these fun schemes. So we have our octopus here with our different starfish, stacks, and the fun thing is you can make these in all different colors. Use your favorite color scheme. If the baby has a nursery, you can use the color scheme of the nursery. These are totally customizable. But
these all use the same base, and the ring structure is fairly the same for each one. There's little additions to them. Tamara Ramsey did these designs, and she did a really fabulous job of color choices and this one's got little pockets. So this, you could count the pockets. You can put little things inside the pockets.
Goldfish,
yes, snacks. So they're really cute projects.
Yeah, these are great, and I think these would make a beautiful gift. What else do we have for infants?
Okay, so let's talk about booties and hats. They are so cute and really, really popular. The little tall boots. We've got lots of different patterns. So this book, Infant Boots and Hats, is 6 sets, and it has a matching hat and booties for each one. These were designed by
Christy Simpson.
Yeah, Christy Simpson. She's one of our great designers that we love a lot. She has done some really fabulous designs for these little ones. Aren't little baby shoes the cutest thing you've ever seen? I just love little baby shoes. And a little hat with the pom-pom. They're so soft and cute. They keep the baby nice and cuddly, nice and cozy.
Yes. So
those are quick, easy projects.
So Clovis is trying to jump ahead. So you'll find out about the wings later, Clovis.
Oh my goodness.
So that's when we start talking about kids. So right now we're still talking about babies. So that first book we talked about, in case you want it to be part of your custom giveaway, is Baby Stacks. And then we talked about Infant Boots
and Hats.
And now we're going to talk about a book by Sharon Silverman that we love here. It's called One Skein Baby Projects. And everything in this book can be made with 1 skein of yarn. So that if you need a quick gift, if you have a lot of people on your list, that one skein is really going to be a lifesaver. So I pulled 3 projects from that. These loveys are my favorite. We also have a knit loveys book if you're a knitter instead of a crocheter. But this is a knit lovey. It's with 1 skein of yarn. No, this one's crochet.
It is.
This one's crochet, but we have a knit loveys book by Yolanda Soto Lopez, I think. So if you're a knitter or a crocheter, we have knit loveys for you. But this one can be made with 1 skein of yarn. It's done in a soft white. Once again, you can do any color.
Everybody's got 1 skein in their stash.
That's right. And this one is fun. It is a pretzel. So, and then of course, we talked about the baby cubes last week, but this is just a really simple, smaller version that, you know, you can put in the car seat, or, you know, it's more portable.
Good to carry it around in the car.
Yeah. So it's got, you know, different visual stimulation on every side. So this is a fun one.
That one's got a little pocket on the side too. The little heart's the little pocket.
Well, this one is not actually a pocket, but you could make it a pocket. Yeah, absolutely. So that's our 1 skein baby projects. So
those are our 3 baby books.
Yes, and so
then the other thing we wanted to talk a little bit about was we have some pattern packs, and what that basically is a quilt in 1 quilt pattern in a book in a bag, and it's really easy to. These have 1 project in them each, and we've got Baby Life quilt, which is very cute. I think it's got letters on it, and I think it has an alphabet in this one. I'm pretty sure it has an alphabet. So this is a customizable quilt that you could even put your baby's name on. And then All Aboard for red, white, blue. And Go Places for the teal and black lovers, the ones that have their nurseries in these colors. And then this one's just really bright and colorful, Boo's Nursery. So we've got several of these for babies that are online for sale right now, so I think you'd really like these. These are very simple quilts, and most of them can be made with your scraps.
And what's fantastic is if you really don't want to invest in an entire book of quilts, let's just say you want to just make 1 quilt, and these are just, it's got the shopping list on the back, it's just the 1 quilt pattern in there. If you need patterns, which I think some of the ones that we'll talk about a little later on, the pattern is in there.
It is.
So everything you need is in that pack except for your fabric. And
their basic size is 46 to 56, 48 to 56. So that's about the size that a baby needs to take with them in the car or in the stroller, something like that.
Right.
A little extra warmth.
So those are our baby ideas. So if you are making for a baby, let us know what 3 of those are your favorites. And if you're making for a slightly older baby, we call them kids. We have ideas for that too.
We do.
So we have some quilt pattern packs for kids as well, right?
We do. We have a couple here that are backpacks. And I know that my granddaughter, for instance, would really love to have one of these backpacks. One's an owl and one's a fox. And she loves things that people make. Imagine that. Her granny's a crafter. So, yeah, this would be really great for the kids going to school every day to put their stuff in. They could say, hey, look what someone made me for Christmas.
Yeah, and I just love those so much. And those are the patterns. Those are the ones we were talking about where the pattern is actually in there. So,
and you know how kids love ears and tails on things lately. The owl has ears and wings that are 3D on the backpack, and the fox has a tail. I mean, kids love those extra accents on their stuff right now.
Speaking of extra accents, maybe you're not a quilter, maybe you're a crocheter. Well, we have backpacks for you.
We do.
So speaking of Christy Simpson, who we were talking about earlier, this backpack book is so fun. So those little kids, maybe they're in kindergarten or 1st grade, or maybe they are not quite old enough for school. But I mean, these backpacks are perfect for, like, you know, overnight at Grammy's house, or if they're going to go to nursery school or kindergarten, and, you know, they don't really have to take much, you know, but they want to carry a backpack. These are so fun, and there are 8 of these, and we actually have all 8 because I couldn't pick just one.
I know. I love this frog. He is super cute.
Yeah.
Which one's your favorite?
Well, my favorite, I don't know, I love the giraffe. I put that one out front. But
I love this guy too.
I think this guy is really cute. This lion, he is super fun, and I like the zebra in there is really cute too. I thought that one was creative. It's the
this one.
Yeah, she did the hot pink accent on the black and white, and I thought that
again
was
the
really cute.
with the ears and the nose and stuff. The kids really love the 3D dimensions on their stuff right now.
Right, and a couple weeks ago we talked about the kids' animal scarves. We also, this is another way to incorporate those animals into fun.
A little
backpacks
bit
for
of
kids.
amigurumi without putting amigurumi together.
Exactly.
So you're making some horns, or you're making some ears, or you're making a tail. So you're sort of entering into amigurumi, but not going all the way, because it's got lots of continuous stitches for your crochet. This one's really cute too.
Yeah.
The little boys. This little guy.
Is it a rhino or a dinosaur?
I think it's a rhino.
I think it's a rhino too.
Yeah.
That was my first. That's really, really cute.
Isn't it cute?
And the bee is adorable too. Look
Well,
at that
see,
bee.
we told them that we loved them all.
That's why I said I literally could not pick. I mean, because the panda.
There's a panda.
I mean, look at how cute that is. And then the sock monkey. Might as well
I know,
show 'em
and
all.
here we get them all out of the bucket. We got the sock monkey.
Cindy DeRosier asked. She said she would totally wear the owl backpack. And she says, "Is that a panda?" Yes.
Yes,
we just
yes,
showed
yes.
you. So,
Hi, Cindy.
So yes, so we didn't pull these because there's only so much room on our table. But this is another animal hats and scarves book. This one has the hats and the scarves.
I love that one. Turn it around and show them the little pig on the back.
Yes, there's the
I
pig and
love
the bear and the fox.
Every one of those are the cutest things ever.
Yeah, so instead of getting the faces, your kids are the face of the animal on this one. So this one is more like cosplay. You know, you're kind of doing more like you're dressing in the style of the animal, so you get the ears, or you get the little on the bunny, you get the little paw prints. So you're not actually like crocheting a whole bunny. You're just accenting.
Some accents.
So the kid becomes the bunny. So it's more like that imaginative play, but super fun for kids of all ages.
And keeps them warm in the winter.
That's right. But if your kids are a little older and you don't they don't want the animals, we do have some great hats and scarf sets, right?
We do.
Knit and
you don't
crochet.
really want to embarrass them at a certain age and make them wear a pink bunny hat. Okay?
That's right.
So we have lots of hat books. Well, this hat book in particular, Hats and Scarf for Kids. This one's crochet. This one's knit. There are a ton of really great hats in these two books. This one's got 30 designs, hats and scarves, and this one's got 36. So there are loads of knits and crochet patterns in these books. To make your own in whatever color you want, whatever style you want, it's in these books.
Yeah, and there's like sister and brother patterns. I think this one is like
Mom and daughter.
Yeah, mother and daughter. So these are great gifts if you have multiple kids in the family.
Yep.
You can coordinate between them all. And like I said, if they're a little too old for the animal.
A really cute one just for mom.
Right. So there's definitely a lot of fun things if you're looking for a little older kid. We're trying to kind of hit all the beats here.
All ages.
Okay, so fun fact from Cindy. Bunnies don't actually have pads on their feet. I did not know that.
Thank you,
Thanks,
Cindy.
So,
one of the other things we wanted to talk about was this one.
oh yes, so
Rule of the
Clovis,
Kingdom.
your time
Are we ready?
has come. So, I love plastic canvas. I think plastic canvas is so fun. You have your canvas that you actually just weave your.
Oh, would you like me to do some more show
That
and
you
tell?
actually weave your yarn through. So this is a combination of short stitches and then the longer stitches. So the longer stitches actually are a little faster because they cover more of the holes. So you see how in this case you have these really great wings, and here's a set with the wings, the butterfly wings, the crown, the little scepter, and bracelets. So it's a whole dress up set made out of yarn. And we also didn't leave the boys out in this one.
Look at that.
So we have the knight and we have the prince. There's actually more in here for boys than there is for girls.
There is.
So we have the prince, the knight, and the princess. So here's the prince here with his royal scepter and his crown.
This is a Nicole Barrett book. She did a really great job designing these pieces. And then we have these cool illustrations from our photo stylist. She does a great job with illustrations. This is just a pretty book in general, but it also has some great projects in it.
Right, right. And it's just something different. It's totally creative, fun for kids.
You can make Halloween costumes or, like Veronica said, dress-up costumes.
And another stuff. So we have another book here. It's called Fidget to Focus, and we have two things from it.
I love this book.
Yes. So this is for, you know, we've all seen fidget spinners, right? This is basically fidget cubes and pads. So we actually have these. This is a sewing book. So we have these for all ages. So there are adult-themed ones, there are kid-themed ones. So we pulled two of our kid-themed ones, and these are great for kids that just need a little help focusing. And it's just...
They're great sensory play.
Exactly.
We've got beads on a string on this one. We've got pull tabs. They can learn to tie their shoes. This has got, this is felt so you can feel what it's like. It's got a pocket. The suspenders so you can learn how to snap and unsnap. Zippers so you can zip. And then these little buckles here so you can know how to buckle and unbuckle. It really, I think these are great car toys as well.
Absolutely.
To keep a little one busy when you're driving on a holiday trip.
Or a plane.
Or an airplane, right. Yep, keep everybody busy.
And the neat thing about these is they can be personalized with the fabric of what your kids are what your kids are excited about. If they like dinosaurs or flowers, or you can really personalize them to everyone's interest. But this one is more in a cube shape, and in the same vein, it's got it's got your little lacing section where you can actually tie some stuff here. We've got here, you can learn to put buttons on. So, that's a skill we don't always think about, like, putting buttons on. Here, I'm not really sure what this side is.
Well, it's one of those where you drive your car on, so it's a maze.
Got it, yeah.
So the little boy puts his car on and drives down the road and goes through the maze.
Girl.
Excuse me, yes. Yes, girls drive cars too.
We have beads here where you can go up and down and have that sensory time as well.
This one is good for counting too.
Yep.
So you can move things back and forth. It's good for colors.
And colors. I was going to say it's a great way to do colors as well. And then let's see, you have your zipping that we talked about earlier, zipping, and then the last side was the buckling. So really, it's a good sensory. It allows you to really develop those gross motor skills.
And a quick way to work with this pattern is if you don't have the time, don't have the sewing skills to make the cube, you can sew these things onto a ready-made pillow really easily. Idea. So you could sew multiple things on. You can do the grommets and stitch on the buckles and do those things on something that's already ready-made.
That's right. That's a great idea. I like that idea. So another fun thing for kids is we talk about animals a lot, but we have two animal books, one by Tara Cousins, I believe, and then another one by Christy Simpson. And these are just fun animal pillows, and I think these are great for kids of all ages.
If you can't find an animal that you love dearly in these two books, then you don't love animals.
That's right.
This lamb on the back of this is the cutest thing ever.
Cute, yeah. Now, between these, I think we have everything covered.
Pretty much every animal you could want. We got monkeys and pandas and pigs and owls and lambs. I don't know what else in that one. She's got a bunny in her hand.
Yeah, so in here we have a fish, owl, bunny, penguin, bear, giraffe, fox. So we have all sorts of different ones. And I think one of our last week, we did our party all about you, and one of our followers on Instagram made several of these and posted them. So that was fun.
Well, and we've got a purple hippo in this one. Very cool.
Yeah,
love this
that's
guy.
So cool. I love that.
So that's these two books. If you're making notes, these are animal pillows.
Oh yes,
kids animal pillows, and this one's fun animal pillows.
So so don't forget, we're going to give away 3 books to anyone who comments below the 3 books from all of these books that we're showing you today that you would like to receive. So I think we've covered kids pretty well, and I think we've covered babies pretty well. So now we're on to teens, which I believe starts about there.
Okay. So we've got some jewelry that's pretty easy to make. It's boho jewelry. Out here we've got a headband that's got some beads attached to it. This is a really pretty simple project. We've got a cuff that's got a brooch and some beads attached to it. That's really very pretty. Easy to make. We've got earrings and a very cool necklace. These are a little unusual boho style, but they're very simple to make. And then I have that I'm wearing this one that is, it's got some fabric tied around the cording with just one main piece.
I really love this bracelet.
I think it's very pretty.
It uses leather, and then it uses, ready-made little flowers that you can find in the jewelry aisle.
Easy to find, yep. And then these are very trendy earrings with just simple beads. And if you have a jewelry stash, a beading stash at your house, which I do, I'm sure you have things that you can make those. You can make those earrings out of. Mm-hmm. So a teenager or a young mom would love to have those things, I'm certain.
Yeah.
And that's called boho jewelry.
Yeah, so, and then moving on from jewelry, we have fun string art. So I think you could do string art a couple different ways. You could make the string art, or you could make them a little kit so they can make it.
That's a good idea.
Yeah, so you could provide them with the book and then get them the little block and get them, depending on how nice you're feeling, you could place the nails for them and make them a kit, like make them a ready-made kit.
It's a good idea.
So we've got this string art, this tribal design, and then we have this you and me.
I love that one.
We chose those because they were very, they were going to hit a wide range of teenage tastes, but there's all sorts of different designs in here. So you see, there's even a clock. So, you could get like a little clock kit and make them a little kit, so you've given them kind of like a ready-made craft kit. So that would be fun.
Well, and the other thing that I was going to bring up is that most people think about working with string art with floss or thread, mm-hmm. and the trend now is using your yarn. Mm-hmm. So if you've got a yarn stash, this stuff looks really great with mm-hmm. yarn, and it has lots of texture. And you can use some of the yarn that's got a lot of texture, and it gives it a whole nother dimension.
That's a great idea. The very last book we're going to talk about today is, and we've got more of these for the month of November. Every week that we're going to come to you and talk to you about gift ideas for different people.
We are.
So today is kids and teenagers and babies. But our last book that we're going to talk to you about today, and this book may come up again in the future for other people because it's such a great book, is this grommets book. But we have, I think, the end-all, be-all gift for teenagers, which is this cell phone case.
All you gotta do is just put your cell phone in here, and the wire comes through to the plug, and it holds your cell phone up.
And you see, there it is in action. So when mm-hmm. it actually hangs from the plug, which is so cool. And so I think that is the perfect gift for every teenager.
Keeps the wire from going across the counter and down the table or whatever. This is a very cool gift, and it's easy to, it's just a square to sew mm-hmm. with a pocket on the front. That's all it is.
Super
really easy.
And then another fun thing is this lamp. Tell us about this lamp.
Well, we've taken a ready-made lamp, and we've used grommets and a piece and ribbon, and just very simply decorated a pre-purchased lampshade and given it lots of character. Mm-hmm. So all that, you put your grommets in, and then you lace your ribbon through. You can make bows. You can do lots of other things with it. But this is just a very simple way to decorate an existing lampshade.
Because the thing about lampshades is they're also boring. Mm-hmm. You go to lampshades and they all look the same. So this is a fun way
to put your personal touch on it.
Personalize it. Once again, if they have a love that they love, mm-hmm. you can get some personalized ribbon. You can add. Earlier, Tana, she's ready to put diamond art gems on everything.
Yes, let's put.
So she's ready to bedazzle it with the gems.
Yes.
So there really are a lot of fun things you can do with a ready-made lampshade, especially if a kid's going to have their room done. I know mm-hmm. we've done our daughter's room around Christmas time, and it kind of gives you the opportunity to refresh their space.
Well, so and this design is easy to take this ribbon out of this and change that ribbon for every season. for every time you change your room color. Because you've got a neutral shade, you can just keep taking that out and putting new in. It's pretty easy to do that with this design.
That's a great idea. So let's see. Brenda says we've given her some fabulous gift ideas.
Awesome.
Love the presentation. Thanks. Chris loved one of the sets we were talking about earlier. And Clovis says she loves the jewelry book and she has a stash of beads.
Yay!
So that's what I think we've covered. Kids, teens, and babies.
Did you guys get the names of all the books so you can pick which ones are your favorites?
We can go through them again. It's boho jewelry,
Grommets,
cool string art,
animal backpacks,
fun animal pillows, and kids animal pillows.
hats and scarves for kids.
We didn't talk about knits for kids, but there are some neat sweaters in there. So if you do want to do some different knits,
If you want to make a sweater, we've got sweaters. So knits for kids.
we talked about fidget to focus.
Rule the kingdom.
And now down to our babies, we've got our infants, boots and hats,
One's Game Baby Projects.
baby stacks
Animal hats and
for
scarves.
kids, and then our knit hats and scarves for kids.
That's a
So,
lot we talked about today.
We did talk about it a lot, but there's so many fun gift ideas. And after this, we're on to grown-ups.
Yep.
So next week we're going to talk about parents and grandparents, brothers and sisters, kind of your grown-ups in your life, people that you love that you want to do
They're
something.
a little harder to make for.
Yeah, but then our last segment that we're going to do in November is going to be talking about things that we can make multiples of, like if we want to do smaller, faster things for friends or coworkers or a group. So that's going to be our last week in November because you're a little farther in the season, have a little
closer
less time.
to the date. Yes.
So we're going to be talking about just our loved ones next week. So tune in next Thursday with us on Thursdays. Teach Me Tuesday. We actually
Don't forget Tuesdays.
Jessica Boyer. She's going to talk about some of her creations.
Right.
And then we'll be live again next Thursday with our gift ideas for adults.
You guys come back and see us.
Happy crafting. Bye.